The Galactic Council had been arguing for 6 standard hours. Around the crescent table sat representatives from 43 species, chitinous, gaseous, crystalline, and every single one of them was afraid. The Vorkai fleet had crossed the outer boundary. 3 colony worlds were already silent. A 4th was burning. Ambassador Vesk of the Thalary pressed all 4 of his palms together in the gesture that meant we are finished. No combined fleet has ever matched the Vorkai in open engagement, he said. They do not negotiate. They do not retreat. They consume. At the far end of the table sat the human delegate, Commander James Harlow, attached to the council as a junior observer. Earth had been a member for only 11 years. His species was young, still learning the rhythms of interstellar diplomacy. He had not spoken once. Until now. How long until they reach the inner systems? Harlow asked. 14 rotations, said the Thalary ambassador. Perhaps 12. Harlow nodded slowly. He pulled up a tactical map on his wrist console, studied it for 5 quiet seconds, then looked up at the room. I'll need 6 warships, 3,000 ground marines, and unrestricted authority over the Kepler-7 corridor. The chamber went very still. The council gave him 4 ships. They thought it was a funeral offering. The Vorkai advance column detected the human vessels on long-range sensors and slowed. Not out of fear, out of curiosity. A 4-ship blockade against a war fleet of 90 was not a military maneuver. It was an insult. Fleet Commander Urith ordered a single destroyer forward to clear the obstacle. The destroyer did not return. Harlow's ships had not fired a single beam weapon. Instead, the lead human vessel had matched velocity with the Vorkai destroyer at point-blank range, extended docking clamps, and boarded it. Hand to hand. Corridor to corridor. In the dark. Urith sent 2 more ships. They disappeared into the same silence. The Vorkai had spent 10,000 years perfecting long-range annihilation. They had never met a species that preferred getting closer. Fleet Commander Urith received a transmission on the captured destroyer's channel. The voice was calm, almost conversational. Commander Urith. My name is James Harlow. I have your 3 ships. Your crews are alive, we don't kill prisoners. I'd like you to understand something before this goes further. There was a pause. In the background, barely audible, came the sound of something heavy being dragged across a metal deck. Earth is a Class M world with a mean surface gravity of 9.8 meters per second squared, 70% ocean coverage, and a global average temperature that swings 120 degrees depending on the season. The dominant organisms on our planet spent 300 million years eating each other. We didn't climb to the top of that food chain by being the biggest. We got there by being the most relentless. Another pause. You've been burning planets, Commander. We've been living on one that tried to kill us every single day. Your fleet is 90 ships. My species has 7 billion people and a very long memory. The Vorkai fleet withdrew from the outer boundary. No terms were signed. No formal treaty was filed. They simply stopped and turned back, 90 warships retreating in silence like a tide pulling away from a shoreline it had decided not to touch. Ambassador Vesk found Harlow in the corridor outside the council chamber, still in his field uniform, a cold cup of coffee in his hand. What did you say to them? Vesk asked. After the transmission. The part we did not hear. Harlow shrugged. I told them we weren't defending those planets. Vesk tilted his head. What were you doing? Practicing. He finished his coffee and walked away. Behind him, Ambassador Vesk stood very still for a long time, looking at nothing in particular.